He's guilty on all counts. Hi, everyone. Good evening. I'm Steve Daniels. Larry Stogner has the evening off. Lawrence Lovette is spending the first night behind bars as a lifer, convicted and sentenced to life in prison for his role in the murder of Eve Carson. Eyewitness News was in the courtroom when the verdict was read earlier today. Ed Crump joins us now live from the Orange County Courthouse in Hillsborough with the story. Ed.
Well, Steve, it certainly appears the evidence was just too strong for jurors to buy that defense argument that Lawrence Lovette was not the man in those now infamous ATM photos. If the person in this picture is not Lawrence Lovette, then an innocent man is going to prison for life without parole. But not one of the 12 men and women on Lawrence Lovette's jury believed it was anyone but him.
We, the jury, unanimously found the defendant, Alvin Lawrence Lovette, to be guilty of first-degree murder.
The jury also found him guilty of kidnapping, armed robbery, and other charges. His victim, UNC student body president Eve Carson, was found shot to death in a Chapel Hill neighborhood in March of 2008. Her parents declined an opportunity to speak in court. So did Lovette, although he did point to his family and pound on his heart as he left the courtroom.
It is difficult for his family. He knows that, and he worries about his mother and his sisters.
But some were bothered by his apparent lack of emotion for Eve Carson's family.
He pled not guilty, and so therefore he wouldn't have remorse if he pled not guilty. And as far as being human and compassionate, he's very compassionate.
Not so, according to a childhood friend who testified that Lovette told him that Eve Carson begged for her life, even asked him to pray with her. He said Lovette then told him he shot Carson repeatedly. Her life, the judge noted, was way too short.
But I know that she continues to be an inspiration, not just for her family, but for thousands in this community and across this country.
Carson's parents politely declined to speak to reporters.
They were very emotional in my office, but I just think that they're at the bottom of that well.
Now, Lovette's attorney says his trouble started when at 13 he lost a father he cared about very much. But, Steve, that's going to ring hollow for a lot of people who heard that testimony about Eve Carson begging for her life.
That testimony, I think, will leave a lasting impression on many of us. Thanks, Ed Crump, live in Hillsborough tonight.